Everyone. It's an honor to present before you the resort at Panchalimed. Panchalimed is a hill station in the district of Idukki. See, the design of this resort had to face a lot of challenges of extremely steep terrain, the extreme winds, heavy rainfall, the budget constraints. Even the COVID period was posing a lot of challenges. The design response, I would say, was once one of sensory richness emanating from tranquil spaces. The architectural style, I believe, we could achieve an original architectural style of ethnic, Sikh ethnic heritage with all trappings of modern living. So I'll quickly go through this. This the Kerala state where Idukki comes, and this is where the Panchali made. The state annual rainfall is 125 centimeter, while Idukki has 425 centimeters of annual rainfall. And just the site context, you can see where our resort is. It's one side of the steep hill, and on the other side you have the Panchalimed viewpoint, and there is a pond, the Panchali pond nearby. And from our side to your right, you can see the distant hills. So we have plenty of good views to the distant hills. So our design was concentrated on those views also. And this just to for you to understand the context, the Panchali, the pond, the Pandavas, and on the right top you have how the site was when we first visited and the views from the site. So coming to the project brief, my client had 1.51 acres, and he wanted to build maximum because he wanted to sell these villas, and he would run the resort and give them some revenue also. Also, he would be running the main block, the swimming pool, and all those common amenities area. So I had to achieve maximum villas, and for him I did 13 single bedroom villas and 6 numbers of 2-bedroom villas and a spa also. So coming to the design challenges, so you can see that on the left side, the yellow is the top thin layer of soil, and below that is the rock. This is predominantly how Idukki, the soil in Idukki is. So when the land slopes, you can see on the third one, if there is a rain, this thin layer goes away. And so you can see these are the news that came. So my challenge was to not to disturb the topsoil at all. So actually in our design, you can see we always left the topsoil as it is. We went to the rock and placed minimum number of pillars. We didn't disturb the land at all. That's how we approached the design. So this is just a zoning, and you can see where the main block in the center front, all these we aligned to get views, distant hill views, and none of them is obstructing the view of the one behind. How we did the 2-bedroom and single bedroom villas, and the parking, the raised walkway, everything. And also how we did the motorway or the roadways. We did the slope analysis, the vegetation study, and where it is motorable only we made the roads. And towards the top area, with just the raised walkway and all other. So, and you can see the blue spots. Those are the, we studied how the water otherwise goes in the plot. And in the bottom left, we did the rainwater harvesting tank. Top right, we did another reservoir of 40,000 liters. They also take water from the stream in rainy season for this. And in the center also, you can see a reservoir. So the main block and all those villas are arranged in a way that the view is given great importance also. And just you can see from this sketch, the land is extremely slopey. Some areas it's 30 degrees, 45 and even 70 degrees places are there. And as you see, we did minimum disturbance to the land. We didn't even cut a single tree. All trees and all vegetation was preserved. And you can see where the stone pathway could be given, we did that. Other areas are raised walkway. You can see the step to the villas. Every villa had unobstructed views, and the planning and design guidelines like design rooted in nature, contextual design, accessibility, design for local climate, timeless, and all our buildings are modest. This is how we designed the main block. This is how we visualized the main block in the beginning. See the original architecture style. You can see the veranda, the conference room, the restaurant, all these area and the swimming pool. All we aim to have views to the distant hills. The main block, the sections. The spa also, all the treatment rooms have view to these hills. And the design of the villa, how we visualize the villa room and everything we planned in the site itself. The two types of villa, single bed and double bed with all good views. And the open plan you can see. Again, this is the vegetation in the plot. This is the view from the plot to outside. And this is bottom left is a photo taken 2 kilometers away. So you can see that none of these obstruct the views. And even in the building design, we are given enough overhangs to protect it from rain. The construction method was also, as it said, minimum intrusion to the land. Then lightweight materials we use for all the villas, AAC blocks, and it's green and eco-friendly also these blocks. And bamboo and other vegetation, melastoma and bamboo, creeping DC, all this to hold the soil together also we gave. And the rainwater harvesting tanks also you can see. And this is the photo from the lobby to outside. You can see how in the design also we incorporated this to frame views. So this was also given importance. Wherever you sit inside also, these framed views are given importance, and one can go to the balcony and enjoy the views also. All these volumes and spaces were treated in that way. This is the main block in brick, and one wall in the courtyard we gave this accent wall in rubble. And this is the restaurant, distant view hills. This is the main block. You can see the rubble and the brick contrast all have the views, and the undercroft is for the linen storage, driver facilities, everything. The pool, there is an infinity pool to views, and there's also another view of the pool. And at twilight it gets a magical feel, these spaces. And the villas, this is the raised walkway, and we didn't, as I said, we didn't cut a single tree even. You can see the vegetation going below the buildings also. All these have individual verandas and good overhangs for protection. The views are given maximum importance. The pool, the restaurant, and the pool view from the restaurant. Everywhere these views are given maximum importance. Just a small video, a drone shot, just to have a feel of the space, the misty. As I said, the plot was extremely challenging. Just to say, wherever we design, we give maximum importance to good vistas and views, wherever you look at. Thanks a lot for listening.
Kindly move on to the Q&A session.
Hello?
Yes.
Yeah. Srinivas, we are looking at a hospitality project, and so there are, from my understanding, there are two aspects to how one would look at it.
Yeah.
One is from the response of the architect and the planning and the design to explore and exploit the potential of the site,
Yeah.
and deliver maximum impact for how people would view this
Yeah.
in a brochure
Yeah.
and through photography,
Yeah.
and then want to come and live here.
What,
Would want to come and spend
Yeah,
2 nights or 3 nights. That's the objective of a hospitality project. And then the next is when you are there, what is the experience as a visitor? The other side of hospitality, as I see it, is the functional aspects of it.
Yeah.
The manner in which the back end functions. So when we visited this site and we actually walked up, down, came back, took the whole loop, and I was imagining the rather service or rather circulation intensive planning.
Yeah.
Because you have a slope, the only way you could move is horizontally. So you have the units placed all in line at the same contour level,
Yeah.
and then your large walkways were running parallel to the perpendicular to the slope.
Yeah.
So you had smaller jumps up to the rooms.
Yeah.
So that was your diagram. But how does that diagram translate into work for, say, somebody who is delivering a cup of tea or services and those kind of aspects? Can you touch upon that? Because in this presentation of yours, there was no reference made to services, and why service planning in hospitality is very essential,
Yeah, I know.
and not just the views.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, so that's a very valid point, and this was one thing we discussed in the beginning with the client, the room service and all, how this would work. So we had this motorable way up to the almost the center part, and then the raised walkways. So actually, the kitchen and those areas are near the pool, and the accessibility is easy from that portion and it to the rest of the areas without going to the lobby and like that. So it is true that one has to walk up, and they have to walk up all this because there is no other way. And he wanted this maximum number of villas also for him to break even for his profitability. He wanted to raise income, so there was no other way that I had to design all this maximum number of villas for him. And so this part is actually a challenging thing because there is no other way to reach this villas. And I wanted to have this small buggies as you driving, but no, it was possible to take it at least up to 75% of the area, but then they didn't have this budget even to go for that. And all these are owned by individual people, and the feedback like I get from the owner and the site is like most of them enjoy walking up, and from the top they get this beautiful views. And what I feel is they enjoy this, they come to this place for that adventure, and I think they like walking up. That's how I get a feel of it.
Okay, thank you.
Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you.